Got up to glass, fellas, and it needs filling up. It's finally time to do the final thoughts, final tasting on the Citra SMaSH that we brewed up. I'm having a bit of a problem though with the tap. Not the tap, in fact the tap's been helping me out. But, well, I'll show you. Oh, it's not too bad. It seems to be settling out a little bit. Dripping on my pan. Yeah, we've got a bit of foamage issues. Let me finish pouring this off, and then we can do the final thoughts. I mean, that's billowy, like marshmallow. That head is friggin' magnificent. It's like it's like meringue. It's exactly like meringue. Super tight bubbles. So effectively, when I was sampling it after the sneak peek, I noticed the carbonation level was getting pretty much to where I wanted it. And I knocked the pressure down, and while I had it at high pressure, the tap was pouring perfect. It was pouring a perfect head, fantastic. And then as soon as I dropped the pressure, this started happening, started fobbing, started to foam up, and luckily, because of the flow control, I was able to pour the pints a lot slower and end up with a decent head, perfect head, and perfect ratio of beer to head. It just ran off a little bit slower thanks to the flow control, but some things are amiss in there and I may have to look into rectifying it, but we're still waffling on, and look, the head hasn't disappeared. I know that is partially down to the pour. But still, look at it, it's not going anywhere, it's still there. And that was the case previous to me dropping the pressure and me having this issue. The body on this has surprised me quite a bit, but anyway, let's see if we can get a bit of a taste and aroma. Final thoughts, Citra SMaSH, let's get on with it. My goodness, that's one tasty beverage. That head does not want to go away. It just does not want to go. So we brewed this up with pale malt, and that was it. Pale malt for the SMaSH, Citra for the hops in the SMaSH. And I did do a reading, and I don't know why I didn't make it to the last edit, but it came out at about 5.9%. And you know when you've had a couple, especially after a long day. But the good thing is, that I love about this, is that the body is, there's quite a bit of body to it. It's light, but there's definitely a mouthfeel to it, which is really good. And of course we haven't added anything else to it. It's just the pale malt in there. The hops are absolutely shining. The aroma is fantastic. It's obviously Citra, but it's coming through nice and strong. But there's no malt, there's no other malt profiling other than the pale malt for it to battle with, so it's really coming forward. Really quite nice, and it runs through onto the taste. It's quite the hoppy little number. It's really good. I think if I was to change anything about it, it would be the bittering. I would like to get the bittering up a little bit on it. It's not really there. That's the only thing that's lacking. It's throwing it out of balance a little bit. I would like a bit of a sharper bitterness, because the body on it's quite good. There is a hint of residual sweetness in it. The hops are very pronounced, and so the back end just gets sort of lost, and I want that crescendo at the end, that punch, and it's missing it. So a little bit of a more of a tongue grab at the back end needed, more bittering, so I need to up the bittering for the next time I brew it. But other than that, I'm pleased with the flavours that the malts are bringing with the hop, in the ratio that I've added the hops. I'm enjoying it. And look at that head. It's still there. Fantastic. Overall, really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. The colour's fantastic. It's cleared out really well. I know we crash chilled it, but I ended up picking up some shite because the siphon was dicking around. The biggest question is it oxidised? Have we picked up oxygen? Have we introduced oxygen through the siphon? And I think possibly, yeah, a little bit. It's not horrendous, but it is noticeable, and that siphon has to go. I can't risk ruining another beer through it, especially just the last bit, just racking into a keg. Not when you've had a full brew day and spent the time fermenting it. To ruin it at that stage for the cost of a siphon, auto siphon, it's not worth it. So I'm going to get another auto siphon. It is a touch oxidised, but it's hardly noticeable. I think like the coconut Sharpie, I think because I know what's happened, maybe I'm a little bit more sensitive to picking it up. Having said that, it can't be too bad because it is a pale beer. There's only pale malt in there, so there's nowhere really for it to hide. So if it was bad, it would be like in abundance. There'd be nowhere for it to hide. I think I can notice a little bit, but it's not putting me off drinking it. It's not really taking away. It could do without being there, but it's not taking anything away from the beer. It's still enjoyable. Head for days though. It's really good. It's drinking like a cask ale. The carbonation of it. It's got that same almost cask feel about it, and I like that. Well, that's it, fellas. That is it. Give it a whirl. I think you'll enjoy it. This is definitely one that's got to be on tap in the summertime. But equally, I quite enjoy having something like this on at Christmas after all the rich, heavy food. Just have something that's nice and light and hoppy that's going to pick your palate up. Well, that's it, fellas. That's another video. Sneak peek. Final thoughts of the Citra SMaSH. Oh, we need to get brewing again though. We need to find the time to get another brew on. There are 2 empty kegs that need filling, and Christmas is on the way, so as odd as that sounds to say it, Christmas is not going to be too far away, so I need to get something on the go. But I've got room in the keg to have a good selection. I can have something nice and dark, something nice and pale, or something in between if I wish to. I don't know. But we need to get brewing again, and I need to crack on with the new pots. I know it seems like I've not done anything to them, perhaps because I haven't, but I'm just waiting on getting the elements in, and I suppose I could order the parts, but I don't really want to get them fitted until the elements are in. But anyway, we're going to be cracking on with the new pots, definitely. But I'm just not rushing it. I just don't want to rush it, because I'll end up cutting corners and getting things that I think will just do to make do. And I just don't want to rush this one. So that's it, fellas. That's it. So as always, guys, don't forget to thumbs video because you all do. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Click it once. Coming in next video. I want to say. Until next time, I'm out of here.